But now, for those of you out there who are interested in Mr. Ranatunga's music, you also have released your second CD actually last year in December, I believe.
December. Yeah.
And you have brought that with you if Sharifa.
Yeah.
Sure.
There are 7 compositions of mine in the CD, and 8 of the world famous composers played by I played everything. And there are 2 medleys. 2 medleys means one in single medley, basically single 3 songs, and other one in the English. Today I'm going to play the English one.
Is it a composition of your own?
No, I arranged it. Everything.
Okay.
Now there are 7 compositions of mine in that CD. All in my compositions. In that medley, I am going to play the love story by Francis Lai, and after that Vantamanera, the famous movie, and
that's very famous one.
El Condo Pasa, all 2 things together, just like a medley.
So now, one of the things that you're famous for is actually creating compositions with classical and flamenco together.
Yes, 75% flamenco and 25% classical.
Right.
That is
now,
my main idea.
have you infused any Sri Lankan music style into that as well?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
You haven't done that?
No, not at all. Because it's not an easy thing to. Now, flamenco is 100%
Spanish.
Different culture. It is a different culture. If you're going to mix it the Sri Lankan style.
No, I mean using the classical with Sri Lankan, perhaps.
No, I didn't try.
Okay.
But there are my pupils where they are doing it in future. You can see. But now, last year there are 8 students got through the degree and came out, and they are performing everywhere, and you can see in future in popular songs, in popular band, they are using this classical and flamenco style, definitely.
Right.
So
shall I play that medley? Someone can say, anyone can see, realize, recognize that that basically flamenco techniques are used for these things. If I can play that, they
sure,
will,
we can.
Yeah, let's have a go. And that piece of music is also available in the CD, is it?
Yes, yes.
That was a medley.
Yes, I want to show the people who are interested in guitar that you can use the classical basic technique and play all these melodies.
And the transition between all those songs you played were pretty smooth as well. So it's like, if for someone who hasn't heard them individually, it's like you just played
one piece.
One piece.
That was a lovely mix indeed.
Yes, now it's other thing now. Basically, the flamenco techniques. Actually, anybody can use it for any song, anything. But I'm not going to do it because I have separately. I have selected as a flamenco player. So I don't you try to do the same. But in future, you can listen to a lot of these techniques used by my pupils and graduates who come from the university, out from the university.
Conversation with Mr. Amaranath Ranatunga on the topic of classical guitar. And we have so many more questions and a few more live performance from him to go through. So stay tuned till the end of the program. And also just remind you guys, if you want to call in, it's 2505-315. And we're going to ask Mr. Amaranath if people how they can find his music. I mean, we showed his CD, Guitar Unknown, that he has released. It's actually his second CD, but is there any other way people can get to your music? Maybe on the internet? Do you have any?
I have about 35 videos in the internet. If anyone wants to listen to my music, you can go to YouTube and type Amaranath Ranatunga, and you can listen to some of my composition. And my website is www.guitarnath.com. I got all the information. You can have the information, my telephone numbers, everything, where I conduct classes and everything. So
if anyone wants to come and learn from you, they can go to your website, get the contact details.
Yes, all the details are there.
And do you have like a class schedule that you?
Yes, every Friday, Saturday I'm doing my private classes. Sunday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And other 4 days I'm lecturing at the University of Visual and Performing Arts. Right. So if anybody keen about it, other thing now, if anyone missed the university, he can do the London exams. I mean, graded exams after diploma, ATCL, LTCL, FTCL, like that. FTCL means the Fellow of the Trinity College London. It's a very high standard and exam diploma. So anyone can join and do all these exams. Those are well recognized exams all over the world. There are 56 countries that are conducting these exams. London, Cambridge University is head of conducting these things. So if anybody keen, even in Sri Lanka, he can. If you go to now, for example, if you are doing grade 5 here, exam grade 5 is just like a A-level exam, practical exam. You have to 9,800 only. 9,800 is the exam fees. But if you go to London, if you do the same exam, you will have about 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs.
No, it's an interesting thing you mentioned that these exams are recognized. Now, when you say it's recognized, someone following these particular exams and qualifying, what kind of benefits or what kind of job opportunities or what do they look forward to after achieving the qualifications?
Now there are 11 million guitarists, although the professional guitarists, but classical and flamenco guitar very few, very few. Even in internet, you can see that you go to the internet. So if you qualify this, even in Europe, you can go and work, get very high salaries in a lot of hotels, a lot of restaurants. You can go and perform there, and a lot of studios. They are not like here. They are studios. They are contract based. They all get the guitarists and get all the musicians they have. So a lot of opportunities you have. Not very popular in Sri Lanka still. This is I think still the Sri Lanka is the most popular thing for music is song, only the song.
The pop kind of
culture. So, but in Europe and USA, this type of music is very rare and very popular. You get a lot of opportunities.
So the qualifications are very important.
Very important. Even in Europe, you can go and work for high salaries if you get to these diplomas.
And Mr. Amaranath, you were talking about the interest of the Sri Lankans, like the interest they are showing towards music. They are mostly into pop. So what kind of interest do you think, like how popular is flamenco and classical music in Sri Lanka? Like you are lecturing, so obviously you know the amount of students whom you're lecturing. So how popular is it in Sri Lanka?
No, I must thank University of Visual and Performing Arts. Because of the university, this became very popular now. I mean, those days nobody knows about this. Even for my classes, very few attend the classes. Now there are huge amounts coming, and this year 57 students are doing graded examination over 20, and in the university. Now I started university in 2004. There are 3 students for the guitar. Now this year 89 students.
Okay, so that's an improvement.
I can see the improvement. Yeah, they have come for to study the main subject, or the sub means you have to study the guitar 2 years as a subject.